Hi. Hi, everybody. Uh, Kind of a different screen, kind of a different opening that you guys might be used to. I know it's not like us to just jump in before the intro or anything like that, but I wanted to come on initially and just give everybody a message before we start. There have been a lot of discussions and protests and other events this weekend toward the Black Lives Matter movement. And we just want to take a minute to acknowledge them and beg that you educate yourselves on what's going on. Please do your own research. Take the time to understand what the movement is and what the phrase Black Lives Matter means, and donate where you can, whether that's time, money, or effort. Personally, I'm incredibly proud of the Pokemon community this week for stepping up and acknowledging the issue, as well as all the amazing people who took the time and used their platform to help support the movement. It inspires people like us to do the same, and hopefully it inspires you to do the same on whatever kind of platform that you have. So please continue to be the good in the world, and I hope everyone who's listening will do the same. Stay safe, and I hope you enjoy the episode. We'll start very soon. Hello and welcome everybody to Pokésports, a competitive Pokemon podcast. I'm Mike and I play with one Pokemon on the field.
I'm Kevin. I play with two of them. I like that. I'm getting the hang of it. It's just
I play with two of them.
I play with two of them. I was gonna make something super elaborate, but I was so afraid of choking live on stream. It was gonna be, I'm Kevin. I played the Pokemon Official Video Game Championship Series 2020 edition.
Whoa.
I did it now, but I was so worried earlier.
Wow.
Dude, I was rehearsing this in the shower before we started. I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And then right when the podcast started and right when you hit that intro, I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Wow. If I were to try and do that, I'd hit go and I'd be like, hi, I'm Mike and I play Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Oh, man, Pokemon Sword and Shield Isle of Armor. That's going to be a mouthful that we get very, very soon. But we're not talking about that right now because that hasn't happened yet. Because you know what? It is currently Sunday, June the 7th, which is National Chocolate Ice Cream Day. Go and enjoy some nice chocolate ice cream.
Actually, my favorite flavor.
What's that?
Actually, my favorite flavor.
Really?
Next to coffee. I like coffee and I like pistachio and I like chocolate.
You like your coffee flavored ice cream?
Yeah, with pistachio and then chocolate.
Oh, you say chocolate weird too, huh?
Come on, I don't say anything weird, Mike. How do you say Rayquaza? Do you say Rayquaza or Rayquaza?
Oh, I say Rayquaza.
See, you're weird.
Is that weird? I didn't know that was weird. Oh.
How do you guys say Rayquaza? Type it on the chat. Do you say Rayquaza or
Everyone
Rayquaza?
just types the normal spelling of Rayquaza. I say it like that. All right. So National Chocolate Ice Cream Day. Go enjoy some chocolate ice cream on Sunday, June 7th, unless it's Wednesday, June 10th for all you people listening in podcast land, where it's National Iced Tea Day. Go and enjoy some nice iced tea.
Iced tea, ice cream. It's a nice week. It's a cold week.
I just made the summer. I just made pulled pork today. And I made it with Dr. Pepper.
Huh?
Yeah. Because apparently all the sugars caramelize when you put it in the slow cooker, and all the flavor absorbs into the pulled pork.
So you had a cherry. That's the most store brand version of a cherry wood smoked pulled pork.
Well, the recipe also called for liquid smoke, but I had no idea what that was or how to find it. So
liquid smoke, that's called steam, I guess.
Liquid smoke, that's called water. It's called hot water.
It's called clouds. You need to just gather some clouds.
Yeah, really. Kevin, if we talk any longer, we're going to be here until like 10:30, 11.
Pokemon.
So we've got to talk about some Pokemon, guys, because this week was, oh boy. Oh
The
boy.
opposite of
What
last
a week.
week.
What a week. Dude, that was, oh man. So we're going to get right into it. Let's start off by saying that it was the beginning of the month as of last Monday. And so Pikalytics has been updated. We now have statistics for all usage in May, which is pretty crazy. We have a new top 5. Togekiss continues to fight Dragapult for the number 1 spot, passing it once again this month. So we have a new king of Pikalytics, again, Togekiss. Tyranitar is now number 2, though. So Tyranitar has also passed Dragapult in usage. Think about
crazy.
That. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Poor Dragapult. He keeps trying.
He tries, but he did fall down to number 3. Dusclops is down at number 4, unsurprisingly, and then Excadrill, because Tyranitar is up there, still sits at number 5. So cool thing about that is like Tyranitar is useful even without Excadrill. Like they're not a pair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely see Tyranitar by itself a lot more than Excadrill, just because it kind of replaces that Trick Room, weakness policy, disgusting damage Pokemon.
Right. But I mean, that was on Monday when everything, when we got our new usage statistics. But then on Wednesday, our entire world was basically thrown upside down. So, it is what it is. On Wednesday, after a video that Pokemon dropped, Pokemon Home allowed you to collect each of the Gen 8 starter Pokemon with their hidden abilities by trading a Sword or Shield Pokemon to your game from home. That's nuts. That was so cool.
That surprised me, for starters. I really thought they were going to release it, when Isle of Armor came out, but they're like, no, here's the starters two weeks early. And what's crazy is that since they're only abilities, they were immediately allowed into the metagame. We didn't have to wait till a new season. It was just like that day they're in. We don't have to wait for anything. Sobble has crazy. Sniper, Grookey has Grassy Surge, Scorbunny has how do we pronounce this? Is it Libero? I don't know what the actual word is. Libero.
Is that
technically?
Oh, okay.
In Spanish.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
We'll say Libero.
Yeah, sure. I mean, hey, stay tuned. At the end of the episode, we'll tell you all about how they're useful and what we've been doing with them lately. But it's been so much fun having them as part of the meta, because like they're actually relevant
and they're actually so much better than the base abilities.
Oh,
it's incredible. Each one of them
makes them so viable.
Mm-hmm.
It makes them so viable. It's crazy. Since then, Pikalytics is Battle Stadium analytics, because Pikalytics gets their stats from a lot of different places. They get their showdown stats once a month. So on the 1st of the month, that's when they get them all. But you're not going to see the reflection of the starters until the end of this month. But Battle Stadium updates, I believe, weekly, if not multiple times a week. And since then, Cinderace has shot up to number 7 in usage, and Rillaboom has shot up to number 14. So they're being used, folks. They're being used and they're being tested. And I like it. I like it a lot.
Those are definitely the 2 favorite ones, right? It's Rillaboom and Cinderace.
Yeah, and Inteleon's kind of the black sheep of the bunch here. Yeah,
it feels bad. Poor guy.
Yeah.
I think Cinderace is also number 1 in Battle Stadium singles.
Yes.
Which is nuts. Like, okay, bye, Mimikyu.
It's
Sorry.
Greninja time, folks. I don't know if anybody was around for the advent of Greninja when Greninja came out. But oh man, when you got to use Protean Greninja, it was everywhere.
Cinderace.
It's
a lot of fun.
Mark your calendars, folks. All right. In Smogon news, of course, because it's the 1st of the month, or because the month has changed, we now have tier changes. The way that tier changes work is if any Pokemon in any given tier is used more than, I believe, 4.52% of the time, then it gets moved up to that tier or moved down to the tier below it. So with that being said, here's some highlights. Dracovish has left OU for Ubers after a 90% majority. It's happened.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
I can imagine that being stupid oppressive in singles.
It took so long.
I mean, it essentially is, what is it, Galarian and Darmanitan. They do the same thing. They stick a choice scarf on a one-shot Pokemon. So I'm surprised it took, what, 6-7 months to get rid of this thing?
It's a Pokemon where, like, if you just don't have a way to deal with it, it's done. Like, you're done.
And the 90% majority, that's almost unanimous.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Everybody looked at that and was like, yeah, that's got to go. Let's get that right out of there. But over to the actual tier changes, Primarina and Ninetales are rising from UUBL to OU, which is really cool. Primarina, that we already know is freaking awesome. But Ninetales too, that one was kind of an interesting one for me. I didn't expect Ninetales to move up.
I think Weather is just super good in singles, and since Ninetales has Drought, it moved up along with Torkoal. I think Torkoal's also.
Oh no, this is Galarian Ninetales, or not?
Oh, never mind.
Ninetales alone.
Well, I guess that is also a Weather.
Yeah, right. But Hail though.
Yeah, Hail's not that great, but
apparently it is, and
apparently it's good enough.
Some people have noticed this already, but Shuckle has risen. Just period. Shuckle has risen. Shuckle goes from PU to OU this week.
No.
Yes.
Wait.
Yes.
I actually didn't read this when I was looking at this originally.
Shuckle has ascended.
Okay, we have to know why, right? Did anyone explain why? It went from the lowest tier to the highest.
I purposely didn't, so that we could figure out why.
Dude.
Because that's incredible. I don't understand how a Pokemon can go from the worst Pokemon in the game to one of the best Pokemon in the game. It must have joined with some other core to become just a god.
What the? It doesn't do anything. I'm looking at its stats. It has 20 base HP and 10 attack and 10 special attack with 5 speed. Please.
Yeah.
I don't care if it has 230 in defenses. You have 20 HP.
It's a literal rock. It has the stats of a rock.
I don't know what to say. Can someone, I don't know. Can someone explain it to us?
Listen, if anybody here plays a lot of OU and has been trying out Shuckle recently, let us know, because we very much want to know. You can send that to us either on Twitch or at pokesportspodcast@gmail.com.
My best bet
at me, please.
My best bet is that, they removed Dracovish from the tier and they just needed the next best thing to replace it,
Right?
So they decided to stick Shuckle here.
Wow. That's hilarious. Shuckle. Somebody in chat, Stark Maximum in chat. Shuckle rises to OU as trainers realize they can just pick Shuckle up and beat the other trainers and the other Pokemon to death with it. Ouch. All right. So Keldeo and Pelipper have dropped from OU to UU. Whether Rain is on the Rain's leaving. We're not going to see a ton of Rain anymore, especially with Dracovish leaving. It's just not going to happen.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Keldeo too. Also water.
Well, I mean, Keldeo has always just been kind of okay. It's been a weird, is that a mythic? Is that a pseudo legendary? I don't know what that is.
I believe mythic. Yeah.
Mythic. Yeah. It's always been just kind of on the sidelines there. But I mean, hey, it's no Terrakion, but it's okay. And then Haxorus leaves UU for a UUBL after a 70% majority.
Interesting. High attack. Makes sense. Does damage.
Yeah.
Scary Pokemon.
Yeah, that's true. And then, of course, in Little Cup news, Little Cup is suspect testing chlorophyll, which makes a ton of sense. That's
Back
an
to
ability
weather.
that's huge in Little Cup.
Bye bye Venusaur. I mean Bulbasaur.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Actually, I don't actually know where Bulbasaur stands in Little Cup, but
Probably good enough to suspect test chlorophyll.
probably.
I think it's the only one that has it there.
Yeah. And then of course, just Cinderace is broken, so watch out for that. I have a feeling that that's going to get the Greninja treatment and move up to Ubers pretty quick.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So that's in Smogon news. Next up, boom, we've got the Players Cup. Players Cup streaming schedule has been announced, so that's pretty cool. Kevin, let's tell them about that.
Now, the entire streaming schedule has been announced. Mm-hmm. We're only including the VGC ones because we're a kind of a VGC podcast. But if you want Pokken ones and TCG ones, then Cerebi has all those.
Yeah, they also exist.
Yeah, June 20th and 21st at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard. I've also changed all these to Eastern Standard because they were all in UTC, and that's very annoying. We have
because they're all in UTC, and that's not where I live.
Pretty much. So June 20th and 21st, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard. We have the Invitational Days 1 and 2. I don't quite know what Invitational is, unless this is like a last chance qualifiers. If you didn't make it to the top 256. I'm not sure, or maybe this is the top 256.
Well, I mean, I assume that you mean you don't know what invitational means in this sense.
Yeah,
because like they haven't really made it public as to who they're inviting.
That is true.
Usually, like an invitational will say, "Oh, it's featuring these people, this person, and this person, and this person, all facing off," and it's like, okay, cool, but who?
We still don't even. I don't think the top 256 from each region was even announced yet.
No, well, I haven't seen it.
I haven't received mine.
Are you now that it's been a couple weeks and you've seen your results? Do you think you're getting it?
I think I was 1,480. I don't think I'm gonna get it. That's worldwide. I think I might be like 100 or 200 off. Who knows?
Oh man, I hope they make that information known.
I hope so too. Mm-hmm. But continuing on, July 15th, 8 p.m. Eastern, the regional qualifiers week 1, and then like afterwards, I guess it's a weekly thing. We have the July 15th at 8, July 22nd at 8, July 29th at 8. All of those are regional qualifiers. I guess that's just to narrow down that top 256 until we have a finals. And then the whole finals is about a month later. We have August 21st at 2 p.m. The finals pre-show. Don't quite know what they're gonna have there, but if anything's indicative, is Worlds has always revealed new information to a new Pokemon game or a new, season of VGC. So that pre-show will probably have something new.
That's so strange to me. That's like they do this kind of thing at like BlizzCon or like PAX. They'll have a kind of like live Nintendo Direct or something like that. But like for Nintendo specifically to be the company that usually gives all of their information in like a very controlled way, for them to be like, we're going to do it live on stage at this time. I guess it's kind of like a Direct. It's just a Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, but just like only Pokemon. I mean, they've done it the last 2 Worlds. They revealed Mega Kangaskhan one year. They revealed
that's right.
Mega Slowbro another year. Almost every year, the information gets released by some, other Pokemon website before the actual show starts. So we'll probably find out about it before it happens. But it's exciting. New information, probably.
Yeah, it's really cool to know that we're going to have the end of VG20, I guess. Like we have a specific date for it, right? The last 2 dates, VG Finals, August 27th at 2 p.m. and August 23rd at 2 p.m. So that's day 1. Then there's day 2. So we know the definitive end of VGC 20. VGC 21 is going to be a completely new story.
I have no idea what it even is.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, it's going to be just kind of practicing the same kind of VG20 stuff for a while, and then Crown Tundra.
I really hope they don't allow Legends in immediately. Just give that another year, please.
True.
I need another year before they open the floodgates. Let me enjoy this for one more season.
Let me remember what Pokemon was like before Xerneas and before Groudon.
Yeah. Keep Landorus with Brave Bird behind. I don't want it.
Oh, no. Well, that's definitely happening in 21. We know it. It's like it's coming in the fall, right? Crown Tundra?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometime.
And then
that's the Players' Cup.
That's the Players' Cup. And then this week, there was some unfortunate news that the winner of the most recent Rose Tower Open had been disqualified and indefinitely banned from the circuit following confirmation of the player's involvement in a Twitter account, which had inappropriately harassed community members and made several racist and anti-LGBT remarks. Rose Tower has taken what would have been his prize money and instead donated it to the Black Lives Matter movement, the Trevor Foundation, and Cybersmile. And then Rose Tower has also put together an event called the Solidarity International, which will be running on June 13th, 2020. It's about $15 to enter. And all funds will be evenly distributed between Black Visions Collective, Reclaim the Black, and Know Your Rights, Camp Legal Defense. I will be participating in that. I was the second I saw that, I was like, oh, a tournament for this? Yep, I'm in. Gotcha. And I think it would be cool if you guys did too. There are a bunch of people participating already, but really, really cool to see. And then, I mean, this is one of the cool things that I was mentioning that people in the Pokemon community are doing. So that is pretty great.
June 13th is what day? Saturday.
I
need it. I can't participate.
Aww.
Guys, if you guys don't already follow this if you guys don't follow this podcast, follow the podcast so I can quit my job. Thank you. I want to participate.
Yeah. Well, in happier news, we as a collective YouTube channel have hit 1,000 subscribers, which is fantastic. Thanks again to everybody who's been joining us during this whole thing where we've been blurring our eyes and creating new videos for you guys every day. I still don't know how we do it, but we do it. A lot of nights with lost sleep. Monday's episode is going to be pretty dumb. So
that means you should definitely watch it.
Yeah. I mean, if you've seen our thank you video, you are contractual. What is that? Contractually obligated to watch it. Is that what you said?
Yep. Word for word.
Yeah. So yeah, if you watch that, you'll know what we're talking about too. But it's going to be pretty beantastic.
If you're a podcast listener, it already came out on Monday.
Yeah.
Go back and watch it.
Go back and take a look. And with that, we are going to take a quick break. And then when we come back, the rest of the podcast is going to be completely dedicated to the Isle of Armor. We're really excited for it, and we can't wait to tell you all about it. So we will see you when we come back. Welcome back to Pokésports. Hope everybody's doing well. Kevin, it's been a super hot week and I am burning.
Oh, physically or figuratively?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Someone put Mike out. Well, good news for you. We have oh, never mind.
Someone put Mike out.
I was gonna say we have Slowbro here to help put you out, but
not anymore. No,
not anymore.
Not in the way that we'd hope for. Not in the way that we'd hope for.
Oh, could put you out in the other way. Oh, that's a good point.
That's
hit
fair.
You with that shell sidearm, poison you immediately.
Shell sidearm. All right, so let's talk all about the Isle of Armor. On Wednesday, we got a massive trailer for the Isle of Armor. We got a release date for that, June 17th. And then we also got a ton of information about Crown Tundra as well. But because Isle of Armor is the most relevant to where we are currently living, we're going to be talking all about that. Starting with this guy right over here. He's adorable. It's Galarian Slowbro, everybody. He's
I love it
adorable.
so much.
He's so cool.
It's like such a simple concept. Like, oh, let's take the thing on its butt and put it on its hand. But like, it's such a good improvement.
Yeah, right.
It's got a Buster gun, dude.
It's
Pokemon
got a
gun
Buster
confirmed.
Gun. They're making some interesting choices this time around. I think they're taking the Isle of Armor and they're making like a bunch of new, possibly great for competitive moves.
Yeah,
and I'm
they're
really
trying
interested.
really hard, dude.
Yeah. So
Like-
Galarian Slowbro, what we know, he's Poison and Psychic, which is, I believe, unique typing.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I can't think of any.
I think we did look this up when we saw it, and Galarian Slowbro, I believe, is a completely unique typing. Has the ability Quick Draw, which I don't think they explicitly said what it does, but in their description on the site, they were saying that like, oh, he's really mentally stimulated by like strong opponents and will move super fast, even though he's usually a slow guy. So that's kind of cool. But he also has the new move Shell Sidearm, which poisons the opponent and does has a chance to poison, or is it for sure poison?
I think it's a for sure poison. This was word for word.
Come on.
Yeah.
Poisons the opponent and does physical or special damage based on which does the more damage. What?
They're taking strides, right? They're like, first they give us Dragon Darts, which is like, oh, it smart targets the opponent. Now they're giving us Shell Sidearm, which smart damages the opponent. It's like, oh, let's pre-calculate this and see which does more. Perfect.
So, Kevin, you and I were having this conversation, and I feel like a lot of people wouldn't really consider the fact that yes, it does more damage based on physical or special, but I believe that means that it does either physical damage and goes off of your attack stat, or does special damage and goes off your special attack stat. In which case, this is the first Pokemon that like is a truly mixed attacker.
Yeah, right. I was thinking that, oh, okay, that just means it can't excel in anything. But at that point, I was like, okay, then build it full tank. And then it'll live everything, poison everything, go for this move that'll do the maximum amount of damage no matter what.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But
outspeed things.
I will say that it kind of goes against what people normally play Pokemon as, where they min-max things. And for those of you who don't understand what min-maxing is basically you pour all of your EV stats into either like special attack or attack, or defense or HP or speed. But like you can't really do that with Shell Sidearm, or even if you do, it'll oftentimes not matter because there'll just be a Pokemon that has higher special defense than it does defense, and then it'll just go off of its attack stat. But if Shell Sidearm is like an always special, like an always special attack, this is going to be an amazing Pokemon.
What do you think the game does when, say, you're encountering a Pokemon like Hitmontop? Not like him. Like we were just talking about Shuckle. Like Shuckle, who has the exact same defense and special defense.
I think it probably just calculates the same number.
Okay.
Oh, but like, yeah, if it
what
uses
does it
your
choose?
special attack or your attack. I don't know.
The game just crashes.
The game crashes. The best way to counter a Galarian Slowbro is just to even out your defenses. Then you crash the other person's game and you get a win. Huzzah. No, I think that an easy way to code this is just to say that it's always going to be a special move, and it's either going to use the number of its defense as the defense stat, or the number of its special defense as the defense stat.
Oh, like Size Shock. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
That makes sense.
I think that would be really cool, and I think that would make Slowbro pretty busted. Yeah.
Wait and see.
The
typing's not great though.
You don't think so?
No. Weak to Ghost, weak to Ground, weak to Bug.
I don't know. I think this might be like the perfect Dynamax Pokemon.
I wish I can like see it on a list so that maybe Weakness Policy Dynamax could be really good. Oh,
well, I mean that's for like every Pokemon. You take a Maractus into battle, you put a Weakness Policy on it, and it's Ultra Instinct Maractus.
May or may not be doing that this week. Thanks to our patrons.
Yeah.
Thanks,
right?
Dakota.
Nice, Dakota. All right, but I don't want to harp on Galarian Slowbro too much because we still have other stuff to talk about. Let's look at. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, sure. Let's talk about these big boys right here. Guy with a big old flower on its back and Tank Turtle.
It's literally an artillery on its
G-Max
back.
Blastoise, yeah. They've found like 1,000,001 ways to make the Gen 1 starters look cooler. First with the Megas and then with this. Oh, dude.
I feel like Blastoise just takes the trajectory of, okay, let's add more cannons.
Yeah. More cannons. So G-Max Venusaur, we got word of what their G-Max moves do. And I'm sure a lot of people called this, but they are basically just going to be G-Max Charizard's moves, but for fire. However, I just learned this week, and I'll admit I didn't know, that with G-Max Wildfire and subsequently now G-Max Vine Lash and G-Max Cannonade, it does damage for 4 turns, but not to any Pokemon that are fire, grass, and water, respectively. So Charizard Wildfire doesn't do damage to fire Pokemon on those 4 turns. Vine Lash doesn't do damage to grass, and Cannonade doesn't do damage to water. I didn't know that.
To pronounce that Cannonade.
Cannonade. Fire the Cannonade. For 4 turns, like Wildfire was crazy enough, and now you just have like different Charizard to do different damage.
These are gonna be annoying.
It's gonna be good.
Like every Pokemon that has this kind of ability on a Gigantamax move, like Colossal, like Charizard, are just really annoying. So I'm probably not gonna look forward to these guys, but I'm probably gonna use them.
Question. Does, and this is probably an obvious answer, but I don't know if I've ever thought of this. Is the damage fire type? Like for Wildfire?
Yeah, I think so.
Does that trigger a weakness policy?
No.
Okay. So it just does damage.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Well,
like
we got information on those Pokemon, and I honestly think that they're going to be pretty good. They're going to be as good as Charizard, I think.
And Venusaur's going to have chlorophyll. Ugh.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right.
Disgusting.
So much like how Charizard had solar power, Venusaur with chlorophyll in the sun.
Yeah.
It's going to be a nightmare. And then Blastoise. Blastoise
is going to have Rain Dish.
Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. Let's move on.
Whoop-de-doo.
Let's move on. Hey, look, it's these fighting. What are they?
Bears.
Bear. I guess
I think
so.
Ursine is supposed to be bear.
Oh,
Urshifu.
Yeah, that's true. Because Cubfu is a bear cub. Yeah. So Urshifu. We got a little bit more information on that. Urshifu will have the ability Unseen Fist, which will allow you to damage Pokemon that have used Protect. You kidding me?
It's so. Why are they nerfing the best move in the game again by introducing this mon?
Why? I don't understand. It's such a good, such a good move.
There's no guys. Just carry 4 moves. There's no use to Protect anymore after this thing, because they actually announced too. This Pokemon will be VGC legal. It will be competitive.
Wow.
So, yeah, get ready for it. Like, because it's going to be able to break through Protect with its normal ability. And let's just skip right into the G-Max moves. It's going to be able to break through Max Guard with its Gigantamax moves.
Yeah. Wow. Except one does dark damage, and I believe one does water damage.
Yeah, that's not different.
Yeah, Single Strike does dark and Rapid Strike does water. There are also 2 new moves that they get to use. Single Strike gets Wicked Blow, which always results in a critical hit.
Excuse me?
Yeah. And Surging Strike. Surging Strike is the same thing, but for water.
They better only have like 20 base power on that crit, or else I'm going to be very upset.
It always crits, but it only does 5 more damage.
Yeah, I hope so.
Gee. That's crazy to me. That is crazy. Like I'm so curious what their stats are going to be. Just watch Urshifu not be a good Pokemon. That would be the ultimate sadness.
You know what? Just give it Shuckle stats. That's fine. you give it Shuckle stats, I'll be okay.
Well, because they always try to like really hype up these Pokemon by giving it like 600 base stats, and it's like, geez, you're just making a staple.
Like, I understand they want to get people to buy the DLC, but don't ruin the metagame while you're doing it.
Yeah.
Especially when you're gonna make this competitive. It's gonna be toxic.
I mean, again, like I feel like when they say that they're going to make it competitive, that's like saying that we're also not going to make it the worst Pokemon in the world, or we're also not going to make it the best Pokemon in the world.
On paper, it's scaring me, but things that are on paper don't always happen to work out, like Caparaja. Rest in peace.
Yeah, man, Caparaja looked really good on paper, didn't it?
I love that thing.
The application is a different story. So here's something. The next thing that we got in the Isle of Armor is this little guy. It's a little machine. It's a little garbage can with a hose and a bird on it. And that there is a Cramorant, and that there is the Cramomatic. And the Cramomatic is insane, I think. I don't know yet, but hey, it lets you combine up to 4 items together to make new items. Excuse me?
Okay, perfect. I want to combine my Choice Scarf, my Choice Band with my Choice Specs, and my Life Orb. Now what happens, Mike? Guess we'll find out.
Get a Grisiusorb, I guess. Like,
I also want my weakness policy somewhere in there.
Then we're gonna combine that item with 3 other versions of that item. You just create Freeze 10 in the chat says life happens.
You guys want to know how to make Metapod viable? You got to use the Cramomatic.
You put the Metapod in there.
Blend it up.
Yeah, it's that's insane. I don't know if it's going to be like a competitively viable thing. But hey, I hope. One can only hope that you're going to get like some crazy item combinations in there, like combine berries. That'll be kind of cool.
That's fun. Combine every pinch berry, they all pop at once, put you to full health.
Yeah.
I don't actually know how it's going to work. It's probably just going to be a reduced effect of what each of them does, if I had to guess.
Right.
But there might be some good combinations.
Then we also have the Armorite ore, which, the way I understand it, there are going to be move tutors in this game that take Armorite ore, which is found through max raid battles. So it's the new currency that you get instead of EXP candies. So they're like, you're done leveling your Pokemon. Now let's give them the good moves. Thank you, Isle of Armor.
And there's going to be so many new moves included on these tutors too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm super excited for some of them. My biggest one is, because you've seen, if you guys have been watching me on the channel, I've been using Rillaboom, and I've been having so much fun with the Rillaboom. That thing is disgusting. And now it has the chance of getting Grassy Glide, which is going to be a move that does damage and has boosted priority in grassy terrain. Yes, please.
Yes, please. Make that Boom Balloon even better. Hashtag Boom Balloon, everybody.
Hashtag Boom Balloon. Love it.
Boom Balloon. And then there's Burning Jealousy, which is a fire move. Damages both opponents and has a chance of burning the opponents if they have their stats boosted during the time that they're damaged. So that's kind of insane too, because this is such a like stat boost heavy meta. You're going to be boosting a stat somewhere at one point or another, or just, what's the opposite of boosting? Deboosting? Doosting? Doosting. You're going to be doosting the other side if you're not boosting your own side. So yeah, that's Burning Jealousy is going to be an interesting one. I like that.
Interesting decisions they're making with some of these, like the whole release of Urshifu being, I'm going to break through Protect, and like Burning Jealousy countering stat increases in a game where there's so many Dynamaxes that increase stats, and there's so many, Pokemon like Swords Dance Excadrill or Nasty Plow Rotom that all just raise their own stats. It's like maybe they're paying attention.
It almost feels like they're paying attention.
Almost.
That's 100% what I was going to say as well. It feels like they're looking at it and being like, okay, what could be a cool mechanic that we haven't really thought of? What's something that's popular? How do we turn that on its head? I like that. It's really cool. And then last thing that Isle of Armor is giving us is Max Soup, and Max Soup is a bit of a game changer there. Max Soup, when a Pokemon has the potential to G-Max, drinks it, it can become a G-Max Pokemon.
Magical.
Magical.
So much easier to get these things.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Trick Room users are going to love this because it was so hard to get a 0-speed Gigantamax Pokemon before, like Snorlax, like Hatterene. And now you could just breed one and then give it a soup and then you're okay.
You just give it a soup and they're good to go. Exactly. And I mean, what this means too is like they can just kind of release Gigantamax forms for almost any Pokemon out there. And people will just be like, good to go. Just go give your I don't know, Meowstic a D-Max soup or a Max soup and make it a big Meowstic.
Also, it's good for people that are collectors and like, max raid events have a certain time limit on them. So you might have missed some.
Yeah.
Now you got soup.
I kind of do wish that there was a way to get this from the start, but I think that this was a big selling point for people. And this was a big thing that kept people playing the game for a long time before the expansion came out. Just to kind of stagger the Pokemon that you could get. It took forever before you could get the Let's Go other Pokemon, right? Like the
G-Max. Yeah, they were behind a paywall before.
Yeah. And then they just kind of started giving them away when it was closer to Isle of Armor because, hey, it doesn't matter. Once Isle of Armor comes out, you'll be able to make anything a Gigantamax anyway. I think a lot of people would have stopped playing the game if it weren't for these staggered releases. Not me, for sure, but hey.
That's true, especially since the competitive scene died down. So there's just less playability at that point.
Right.
That's good.
Exactly. So that is the Isle of Armor in a nutshell. And it looks hype, and we're going to be playing the poop out of it. And it's going to be a lot of fun. All right. So let's really, really quick go over some of the cool things we heard from Crown Tundra. We got some new information about the things that we already knew. So we got information on these 2 new Reggie forms that everybody was talking about and trying to theory craft what their name was going to be, since we got Reggie Ice, Reggie Rock, Reggie Steel. The electric one is going to be Regieleki, which
I like Regieleki better.
Regieleki?
What was it that I liked better?
I don't.
Regivolt.
Regivolt was a good one. Yeah.
Regishock.
Regishock. Reggie-Awe. Regishock and Awe. Oh, that would have been cool.
Oh, Regieleki. I guess what they settled on.
It makes more sense in Japanese. They use that term a lot for electric. Hideki. And then Regidrago is the other one.
Makes sense.
Just cool. That one's fine. I think it was interesting to note that one is indeed a dragon type. They didn't really say it explicitly, but like it's got a full-on dragon on it. But some people made the argument that it was like dark type because of the coloring. Like, I guess that makes sense. That does make sense because Yveltal, right? It's got the same color scheme as Yveltal.
That is a good point. But it's totally dragon.
Yeah.
It's new ability is called Dragon's Maw, and the new move is called Dragon Energy.
Dragon Energy is the best name. Does more damage the higher the HP. It's just, oh man. Disgusting. It's like the opposite of I want to say Aurasphere, but that's in Smash. I've been playing a lot of Smash with the Discord lately. Lucario's so anyway. Regieleki, electric type, has the ability called Transistor. Didn't really say what it does. New move Thunder Cage, which deals damage and traps them in an electrified cage for 4 to 5 turns. So I guess it's like an infestation.
Fire Spin, one of those. Yeah.
Does Fire Spin keep you?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It should. Yeah.
Got it. And then we got the new forms of the legendary Kanto birds, the Galarian Kanto birds. Galarian Articuno is psychic flying with the ability competitive, which pretty sick. New move Freezing Glare, psychic damage, and may leave the target frozen. Broken.
All these are broken.
All these are nuts. Every single one of these are nuts. Galarian Zapdos, fighting flying ability Defiant. Also, what? You kidding me? New move Thunderous Kick, fighting damage, lowers defense. Doesn't that also have a chance to paralyze?
I don't know. Let me check.
Yeah,
Only
please
one way
do.
to find out.
I'm pretty sure
Keep
it has
going.
a chance to parallel. Like I think that was the thing with all of these is like their new moves have a chance to do the thing that their old forms could do.
The old.
But anyway,
Yeah,
Galarian.
maybe.
While you look that up, Galarian Moltres is dark and flying, ability Berserk, and
Also,
also broken.
all of these.
New move Fiery Wrath, dark damage, and can cause the opponent to flinch, which is Dark Pulse. No,
Yes, technically, essentially,
yeah.
DLC Galarian forms. Let's see.
Mhm.
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Okay, well that's fine.
Cerebee's letting us down.
Well, that is fine. That is fine. So those are the Pokemon coming back with. No, it actually doesn't have the chance to leave a burn. Whatever.
Oh, it doesn't.
Anyway,
Okay.
I'm
Cool.
I'm fixating, but that's Crown Tundra. So we're done. We've talked about all of the stuff except for the Pokemon that are coming back. Now, last time that we were here, we told you all about the Pokemon that we knew so far that were going into the Isle of Armor, including Kingdra, Volcarona, Magnezone, Chansey, Azumarill, Dedenne, Zoroark, and what's that guy? Lycanroc.
Yeah.
Now we got confirmation of a bunch of new guys, so that's pretty sweet. I'm excited.
I'm
for
excited
those.
for some of these. Some of these are useless, but I'm happy to see the other handful of them here.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Okay. I guess we'll just like. Should we read through all of them?
please do.
What are we doing? Okay, let's go. Golduck, Poliwrath, Slowbro, Magnezone, Executor, Blissey, Chansey, Tangela, Tangrowth, Kangaskhan, Kingdra, Starmie, Tauros, Azumarill, Politoed, Scizor, Skarmory, Exploud, Luxray, Krookodile, Zoroark, Emolga, Mindfu, Dredagon, Bouffalant, Volcarona, Talonflame, Dragalge, Dedenne, Lycanroc.
Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all.
I turned into the Pokérap at the end. Some big ones here.
Mm-hmm.
Kingdra. Very
a lot
big.
of big ones, actually. All of the ones that not all of the ones, but like most of the ones that you listed, I can think of a pretty good set for.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Lay it. What are you looking forward to out of the ones I listed?
So looking at this, I mean, Poliwrath is still not going to see play. Sorry, Poliwrath, you're just not great. Golduck, same kind of thing. Slowbro, people are going to use. Absolutely, people are going to use Magnezone. Are you kidding me? I've been waiting for Magnezone my entire life. So Magnezone's gotta come back. Executor would be cool if they brought in also the Alolan Executor.
Yes, I agree with that one.
Yeah.
They might.
Blissey Chansey, specifically for the fact that you can Dynamax.
I just want to give them 1,400 HP.
I want a 1,400 health Blissey like it's nobody's business. Tangrowth is going to be really, really good. Regenerator. People have been using Regenerator memes for a long time, and Tangrowth is finally back to use them.
Mm-hmm.
Kangaskhan sucks now because there's no Mega Kangaskhan.
Scrappy and Timid fake out if you want, but
no.
But use a Berserker for that.
No, it's not happening.
Mike's not convinced.
I'm not convinced. No, you're gonna have to show me the Kangaskhan actually makes sense because I don't think it does. Kingdra, absolutely. Rain teams are gonna have like this is like Isle of Rain teams. Like,
oh yeah,
can we agree with that?
Your best friend Politoed comes back. Yeah, that's a big one. Bye. Poor Pelipper.
Pelipper flies away. Time for Pelipper to fly south for the winter. So Starmie, Tauros, not really that viable. Starmie kinda. You can use Starmie in some singles teams.
That's true.
Azumarill, oof.
Huge Power's back. Belly Drum back.
But is Belly Drum back or is it coded out?
I believe that one's still in. They deliberately took it out of Slurpuff, but I think they left it in on Azumarill because it's an egg move.
Oh, fair. Okay. Scissor, Skarmory. Skarmory's back. Oh, Skarmory's back.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's a singles monster right there.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, Corviknight.
Bye.
Bye.
Like, people are going to be using one or the other. They
I'm hyped for
remade
Scizor.
Corviknight. They remade Skarmory when they made Corviknight.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm hyped for Scizor. Scizor's like always been one of my favorite. And then like Priority Bullet Punch Technician. Ugh. Please.
Oh, people in the chat saying that Urshifu is going to be crazy on the Rain Core. I didn't even think of that. Absolutely. Yeah.
It's also water type. I mean, you could run the dark type there too.
Fair. Explode, Luxray. Explode maybe. Luxray maybe. Not really. Those are kind of okay Pokemon.
Those are some RU, UU tiers.
Yeah. Crocodile though.
Yes,
dude.
Moxie Boost. Intimidate.
Boosted.
Why does every Intimidate Pokemon also have Moxie? You realize that? So many.
Yeah, there are a
like
lot.
Gyarados. That's the only other one I can think of right now, but
yeah. Cool.
Crocodile though. Weakness policy,
back, yep.
Dynamax it.
Zoroark gets to plague the single scene again. So that's fun.
Is it that bad?
It's not that bad. It's just like its ability works really well in singles, and like it really throws you off when you see something hit it like super effectively that shouldn't, or when you see like a Specs Zoroark take down something with a Dark Pulse when it looks like your Gyarados, and it's like, what?
When you Psychic a fighting type and it doesn't work?
Yes, exactly. You're 100% right. Yeah. Emolga, I hope people make it work. I think people in the Discord have been talking about Emolga.
Oh yeah, they already want to give it to me. Oh, yeah. They're already planning for this. Trust me.
Wow.
You might see it on the channel soon, guys.
Probably. So are you excited for Minfu?
I like Minfu.
Really?
I like it a lot. Really fast fake out. Really good high jump kick, etc. I think it also gets quick guard, wide guard, which is pretty, I guess not as relevant now, but it can be pretty good.
Oh,
I used it in old generations.
Game Freak removed Ion Deluge from Emolga, so that's not going to be a useful.
Guys, what is Ion Deluge?
I've never heard of Ion Deluge.
Okay, I'm not the only one here. Okay, let's read it right now.
You're not.
Ion Deluge changes normal type moves to electric type for all Pokemon on the field for the remainder of the turn.
I remember this. Yeah.
But you have to use a move first.
Yes,
that's a waste of a turn. Boring. Next.
Yeah. So, I mean, no.
Ion Deluge Emolga with Motor Drive Boom Burst. Think about it. Dakota.
Kevin,
think about it later.
Yeah. I mean, it makes Toxtricity pretty fun, I guess. But
actually, true. Wait, who gets Ion Deluge? You just
Emolga. Okay. Well, they took it out from the game.
Yeah, but right now, what I'm looking at, it looks like Lantern can learn Ion Deluge. Oh, they took it out from the game.
Well, I guess not if you're reading it.
Oh, well, yeah, it says Lantern can learn it. So
interesting.
Time for Lantern Toxtricity cores.
Lantern Toxtricity, you say?
It's actually priority too, so
it
will go up. Yeah, it's a +1 priority. So there's some thought to this.
Yeah, okay, but the problem is that it doesn't have. It's got like what, Volt Absorb, I think.
Oh, that's true. Oh, then that's good if it's Boom Burst, because then you heal yourself up too.
Yes. But I mean, like it's different from the Motor Drive. Like if you were electric boom bursting your Motor Drive Emolga, like that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Yeah, so like you lose out on that. Anyway, real quick, the last couple: Druddigon, Buffalo, Dragalge, Dedenne, Lycanroc, all Pokemon that aren't that great. Lycanroc's pretty good in singles. But the biggest ones, I think, are Volcarona, Talonflame. Volcarona, Talonflame coming back.
Those are going to make a big difference, especially Talonflame. Especially if Venusaur is going to be annoying. Talonflame's going to be right there to deal with it. Can't wait. Good. So is Volcarona, actually. They both do very well.
Yeah. Yep. But, I mean, for a brief moment at the end of the Isle of Armor trailer, in the far corner, Blurry was the hero that we all need. Take a look at this photo that we've snapped from the actual thing, and you might see a little guy with a red and white cap on and 2 little Pokeball-like arms. It's Amoonguss. It's Amoonguss. In the distance, we might have the Amoonguss.
I don't want it. You can keep it. You want 100% sleep, Mike? I don't want it.
I kind of want it.
No, stop. You're part of the problem.
The Amoonguss. All right.
Has Rage Powder, has Spore, has Regenerator, has Giga Drain, has Sludge Bomb, has everything. It's like taking Clefairy and smushing it with a Venusaur and giving it 100% sleep. That's not fun.
People in the chat going, zoom, enhance. I like that. What Pokemon, if you had to choose like a top 2, which of these Pokemon are you thinking are going to be high meta?
Scizor, Politoed.
Whoa, that was very quick.
I'll even add a third one to it, Kingdra. Scizor, Politoed, and Kingdra. That's a Rain Core right there. That's a Dragon, Steel, and all I need is a Fairy in there, and we're good.
So Togekiss is what you're saying.
Oh sure, yeah. You can stick that on any team, Mike. Please, let's be honest. You're missing a Pokemon, Togekiss.
Are we getting any Fairy types back from the list? No, they're. Oh, I guess Azumarill.
Dedenne.
Oh, Azumarill.
And Dedenne, but mostly Azumarill.
Yeah, you can do a pretty good monotype team.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's probably other ones. This isn't all the Pokemon, by the way. I don't know if we mentioned that. This is just what we've seen in the trailers and stuff.
They're going to be bringing a lot more back than this. But anyway, here these are just the ones that we have. As for me, if I had to give 2 that will be seen in singles, it would definitely be Talonflame and Tangrowth. Tangrowth was don't sleep on Tangrowth, people. Like, Regenerator is amazing. Like, it's a really good, really good move. Magnezone, maybe on the Magnezone.
Levitate when?
Probably for Blissey and Chansey, but like, I swear if I see a single Blissey or Chansey on the VGC ladder, I'm going to be incredibly upset. Because by doing that, you've extended the timer by at least 5 minutes. At least.
Oh, that's funny. Just stick it on a team with like Reflect and then Aurora Veil.
And then just timer stall all your games. VGC 2021 is going to be won by a Blissey.
Why can't Magnezone get Levitate? That would make it broken, right?
Yeah. It gets Magnet Rise.
Isn't it weird how their Pokemon, like, you have to explain to people in Pokemon that Pokemon like Hawlucha, they're flying, they're not on the floor, but Pokemon like Magnezone, yeah, they're on the ground. You could hit them with a ground move.
It's hard to explain Pokemon to people. Yeah.
Magnezone, no, that's not floating. No, don't let it deceive you. It's not floating.
Yeah, really. All right, Kevin, this is like an extra long episode. Let's continue into what Pokemon to watch this week. Easy one. Boom, look at this guy. He's got a foot. It's Cinderace.
Changes his typing.
Libero Cinderace, yeah.
Keep an eye out. Be careful. It's going to be good. It is good.
It is good. Absolutely.
Stupid good.
Well, typically right now, people use what? Like Bounce?
Yeah, for max streams and stuff.
Type. Yeah. I want to find what else. So there's the Pyro Ball, of course.
High Jump Kick. Sucker Punch. Gets a lot of good moves. Even gets Gunk Shot, Iron Head. It gets a bunch of coverage. It's annoying.
U-Turn is a pretty nasty one. Just the fact that it's so fast and is a U-Turn user, now it gets a stab U-Turn. That's quite a bit of damage on a switch out. So
was like base 125 attack, like something stupid high.
Yeah. Base 116, base 119 speed.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Then we've got Grassy Surge, Rillaboom, one half of the Boom Balloon combo.
Hashtag Rillaboom.
Hashtag Boom Balloon, my friends. An amazing Pokemon in that it's not super, super fast, and so can oftentimes outspeed other I believe Indeedee or Indeedee's faster than that. I'm actually just making that up.
Indeedees are faster.
The exact same speed, actually. So if you have a Indeedee coming out actually Indeedee male is faster.
Yeah.
And that's the one with, both of them have Psychic Surge. What am I talking about? Anyway, so if Indeedee comes out and it's faster, which it usually will be, Psychic Surge goes down first and then Grassy Surge comes out after. So you're actually able to remove a Psychic Surge from an opposing Indeedee, which is pretty sweet. Mm-hmm. Then, of course, with grassy terrain, your Wood Hammer is going to be doing 30% more damage. You're going to get that healing. You're going to not, have the psychic terrain up so you can use your Fake Out on your Rillaboom, like 96% of people have. And it gets knockoff still.
I guess I'm a Rillaboom hipster here. A lot of people are going Assault Vest, Fake Out, make it tanky. Guys, max attack, Adamant, with the Life Orb, you Dynamax it, you can O-Code Gigantamax Laprases now, boys. That's what I do it for.
Kevin is all about taking things out as fast as humanly possible.
I'm very hyper aggressive, and I started realizing that.
Yeah. And I mean, hey, that's fine. That's a play style. Everyone has their own, but I will say that 77% of people do use Assault Vest right now. So
yeah, I believe it.
Kevin is very counter meta.
But those 77% are wrong.
I mean, 10% use Leftovers, 3 use Mango Berry, 2 use Figgy
how many
Berry.
How many use Life Orb? Hold on.
That's going to be in the other category, of which 3.7% of people are using.
I'm one of them.
Yeah, you are the exception, Kevin. Good job. So watch out for Rillaboom and the Boom Balloon coming to a theater near you. And then we've got Sniper Inteleon. Was there ever any doubt? Sniper Inteleon is it's going to be seen a lot for sure.
It's better than Torrent.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's better than what it used to be, but it's still not that fantastic.
You got to rely on like a 1/16th chance to hit a crit, or a 1/8 chance if you're using Snipe Shot.
Mm-hmm.
It's still not a great chance. You can stick a Scope Lens on it, you turn it into a 1/4 chance. So theoretically, every 4 moves you get, you'll be able to crit with it, but
yeah.
Can Inteleon survive 4 turns? I'm not too sure about that one.
Can Inteleon survive a turn? Not often. That's usually why you'll put a Focus Sash on an Inteleon. But most of the time people put a Life Orb on and just try and get at least one good Snipe Shot off. Increase your chance of winning by ever so slightly.
I'll tell you what though.
Mm-hmm.
Once that sniper crit hits, it hits hard. And it'll OHKO. Yeah. You'll know when it happens because you'll see that HP go down so fast. You're like, ouch.
Feels real good. All right.
But yeah.
And
watch out for those.
That, my friends, is the podcast. Congratulations, Kevin. We've made it. We've made it to the other side. What's that?
Not as long as I thought it was going to run for. That's good.
Well, you gave me a prediction at the beginning. You thought this one was going to be about 75 minutes. We're running just about, what would this be? I guess minute 65? Something like that. So,
yeah, something like that.
Pretty good, Kevin. Guys, I want to start by thanking all of the patrons out there: Brian, Elijah, Scott, Mr. Neilio, Sheldon, Dakota, Lewis, Ro Ixon, Jordan K, William, Ceaseless Rose, Joseph, Ryan G, and C Nov. You guys are amazing. You guys are what keeps us going. You guys are what keeps the light on in the darkness. Oh, Kevin, where can people find you?
X-Rays Ovation, Twitter, Instagram.
And of course, you can find me at StillJustMike on Twitter and Instagram. You can find us on YouTube at Pokésports, now with 1 full 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, everybody who did. You can find us on Twitter at PokesportsPod, or Instagram and Patreon at PokesportsPodcast. Send us an email at PokesportsPodcast@gmail.com. And with that, we will see you in the next episode. I'm going to go play some Smash.
And I'm going to try to commentate it.
Good luck, Kevin.
Later.
Yeah. See you guys. Bye, everybody.
Bye.